Hey everyone, it's Dustin Nulf with Keller Williams Realties, the Dustin Nulf team, and the Full House LLC Pittsburgh Property Management. We're talking about for sale by owners again. If you watched my last video, you saw how quickly we looked up. I'll show you real quick right here. Craigslist, 1,462 for sale by owners in the Pittsburgh market. Right there, that quick. Free data, it's all there. The cool thing about for sale by owners is they put their information all over the freaking internet, so you don't have to work that hard to find out how to contact them. You get phone numbers and you get email addresses, and if you use the same systems that we were talking about in the expired campaigns, if you pull the data from the Allegheny or the county websites or the recording sites, now you have their mailing address. So you have their phone number, you have their email address, and you have a mailing address. And somebody might say, well, I don't have their real email address, I have their Craigslist email address. Well, who cares? You have an email address that works, and it works while they're selling the house, so freaking use it. So you're gonna, like, do you want to list some properties or what, right? So if you have 1,462 leads that are for sale by owner, if you suck but you do your job, you should be able to list 14 properties a month. If you got 1,400 fresh leads a month, 14 properties a month you should be able to list pretty easily if you just do like a horrible job, but you just do a job. Like if you are consistent and are not good at converting, you can get 14 listings a month. So how do you do that? How do you get 14 listings a month? Well, here's the steps. We're going to talk about the steps. Real quick though, if you want, we talked about earlier, if you want my expired mailer that we send out every day, it's a template. You can take it and change it and put your name on it. If you want that, if you want our for sale by owner listing addendum that states that will work for free if you sell your house on your own. This is how we get our foot in the door. If you want that, if you want a pre-listing packet, if you want a for sale by owner packet, if you want any of that information, if you want to download it and make it your own, go to my Patreon site. It's listed below this video. Subscribe at the $10 a month level or higher, and you will get all that stuff. You'll also get weekly coaching and video coaching. You'll get live videos, live Q&A sessions, and a lot more cool stuff for only 10 bucks a month. It's good for new agents, it's good for experienced agents, anybody looking to grow their business or think differently about their real estate sales business. Go to my Patreon site. If you like this content, please like this video. If you don't like this content, please like this video. Just like the video for me. Subscribe to my channel at YouTube, please. I enjoy the fact that you're watching, and I hope that you like the content. If you want to see anything in the future, please post it in the comments. What would you like to see? We'll talk about it. So, pardon my coughing. I'm still getting over a cold. So, what do you do with for sale by owners once you got them? So we're going to get the data. First we want to get the data. We're going to get it off of Craigslist. We're going to grab it off of Craigslist. We're going to put it in our database. You're going to be using a database. I hope you're using a database. If you're not, you need to use a database, even if it's just Google Contacts. That's a great way to get started. However, there are systems, if you're Keller Williams agent, you have eEdge, you pay 15 bucks a month, or roughly 15 bucks a month for it, and it's fantastic. It's, you know, I don't need anything more than that, really, if I didn't want anything more than that, as an agent who's doing $15 million in volume. So use your database, get the data in the database, and then you're going to email all of your for sale by owners. You're going to email them something, okay? An email campaign is the smart thing to do because you only set it up once, and then it emails them consistently for you, and it looks like it's coming from you. And what I find works best with email campaigns is you make it look like a real email. Don't post like this big PDF of information and here's how great I am and here's how to stage your house and all this other BS. Just make it look like an email and make it a simple email that's like 2 or 3 sentences. End it with a question, because the whole idea in email contacts is that you want to create a conversation. People have lost that. Like, they've turned email into direct mail, and it's BS. That's not what it's for. You want people to respond to your email. If you can get them to respond to your email, then you've created a relationship with them that you can turn into a listing. If you're just sending them crap that they're not even going to look at, they're going to look at the subject and say, well, this is junk mail, and they put it in their junk folder or they throw it away, you're not going to get anywhere with them. So you want to send them a real email that says something and stirs them up and gets them to respond. If you want examples of that, sign up to my Patreon site. We're going to be going through our email campaigns. And my expired email campaign, I listed 17 homes in 1 month because of that email campaign. We're going to look at that email campaign. Not now, but later. So we're going to email everybody. We're going to have a call to action. We're going to say, hey, you want to do this? Let me know. We're going to mail everybody. You can mail for sale by owners as well. If you know what house they're selling, you can look up the owner of that house and you can mail to them. You're going to look up the owner of that house because they may not live in that house, so you want to make sure it actually gets to them. I don't mail for sale by owners. I don't know if we ever even tried mailing for sale by owners, because usually we find their email address because they're on Craigslist or wherever. They're giving their information away, so we don't have to mail them. We call them or we email them. So you can mail them. If you're hitting them from multiple directions, you're going to get better results. So by all means, mail them, email them, and call them. Call them. And try to book an appointment as well. And one of the best questions that you can ask, whether it's via email or over the phone, the best question you can ask a for sale by owner is, how long do you think you're going to try this on your own before you hire a professional to get the job done? They usually will have some sort of idea. So the husband and the wife, they've been talking about it, and they say, well, let's try this for 2 weeks, and if we don't have it sold by the 15th of the month, then we're going to hire a real estate agent because this is just a lot of work. They usually already have an idea, okay? If they don't have an idea, they might just say, well, I'm going to sell it on my own and I'm never going to use a real estate agent, so piss off. You'll get people that say that. They're going to use bigger words than that. And you know, the funny thing is that, and here's the statistics. So this is a NAR statistic. I don't know how accurate it is at the moment, but it was accurate a couple years ago. 70% of all for sale by owners end up listing with a real estate agent within 2 weeks of them trying to sell the property on their own. All right. Now that you know that number, let's look again real quick. There's 1,400 for sale by owners here. 1,400 of them. That means like 900 of them in the next 2 weeks will likely have listed with a real estate agent. There's 900 listings waiting to be had right here. That is insane. That's a huge number of listings. Okay? Who's going to get them? Who's going to get them? Whoever's talking to these people. So if you're the first person they think about, you're probably going to get the listing. I don't know if you've ever read The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, but that's one of the things they talk about is market share and mind share. Most sellers list with one of 2 agents. They're only going to talk to one most of the time, and if they talk to 2, that's pretty much it. They're not going to talk to more than 2 agents. So if you're the first one they think of, you have at least a 50% chance of getting the listing. You got to make sure that not only are you the first one they think of, but they have your contact information and they have a good reason to call you. Okay? And that's what you're going to do with your emails and your mail and all that sort of stuff, is you want to have a good reason for them to call you and be in front of their face. Okay? And then most important step, repeat, because you could do this today and not get anything out of it, but if you keep doing it every day, you're going to get results. And you don't just ignore the person and try once. You're going to email the same people over and over again. You're going to mail the same people over and over again. You're going to call the same people over and over again. And because that's how they remember you, right? So that's it. Again, subscribe to my Patreon site if you'd like free templates. Well, not free, $10 a month, but almost free, that are going to make you way more money than that. And coaching, all that sort of stuff, go to Patreon, sign up. If you enjoyed this content, like it and subscribe on YouTube. Thank you.